Friends, welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. Hey guys, today we're going to be pulling crawler harnesses on Lake Erie, and we'll try to give you the ins and outs of pulling crawler harnesses on Lake Erie. My favorite way to catch summertime walleye in Lake Erie is pulling crawler harnesses. Pulling crawler harnesses is easy, and most of the equipment required was stuff we already have.
Yeah.
So guys, pulling crawler harnesses on Lake Erie is super efficient, super effective. It doesn't require a bunch of new equipment. If one rod's catching all the fish, you want to be able to duplicate that with the other rods. So if they're all calibrated, pardon the phrase, if they're all calibrated the same, the rod that's catching fish at 45 feet out, you won't be able to put all the rods at 45 feet out. Yeah, that's what matters. Anytime we are fishing crawler harnesses on Lake Erie and marking fish on or very near the bottom, we will always deploy a couple of rods, one rod on either side of the boat, with a crawler harness behind a bottom bouncer. And we'll fish these baits directly behind the boat without planer boards. Guys, when you head out there in the morning, you got to pay attention to your graph. You got to figure out where you're marking fish. If you're marking fish on the bottom, then you'll definitely want to pull at least a couple of your crawler harnesses behind bottom bouncers. In fact, I'm almost always going to deploy at least one bottom bouncer on each side of the boat. So you can run a 3 or a 4 ounce bottom bouncer close to your closest line to the boat. And that's going to cover those fish that are hugging tight to the bottom. For the rest of my lines, I run my crawler harnesses behind inline weights. That's just my preferred way to do it. I like to use 1 ounce inline weights. You can use snap weights, you can use guppy weights. Heck, you could use tadpoles if you like. Whatever your favorite method of weighting down a weightless bait, you can go that approach. Like I said, I personally like 1 ounce weights.
Eight o'clock, got your first fish.
8 o'clock.
We're there at the dock at 7:34. Huh?
Oh, I never got this bottom bouncer set where it needs to be. You can use your precision trolling app, or whatever apps or charts it is that you use to make sure you get your baits at the proper depth. I personally use my precision trolling app to determine how deep a 1 ounce weight runs at a particular depth, and then I use my line counters to achieve those depths. So if I'm marking a bunch of fish on the bottom or near the bottom, then I'm going to run my 1 ounce weights as far enough back to get those weights down fairly close to the bottom.
Catfish.
Particularly in June and July, I find a ton of fish that are out near the Ohio border. They're easy to find because they mark easily on your graph. They're easy to trigger them to bite when you get a program figured out. It's real nice. You may have that drag set a little on the light side. Guys, if you're not already pulling crawler harnesses on Lake Erie, you need to start this summer. I'm going to run my nearest rod to the boat is going to be my bottom bouncer rod. Then my next rod out is going to be my deepest 1 ounce weight, and so on and so forth. If you're marking the majority of your fish on your graph up higher in the water column, then you're simply going to run those lines behind your planer boards. The furthest rod away from the boat, I'm going to have my bait that's running the highest in the water column. Those lines with your 1 ounce inline weights, you're going to run shorter leads to run them higher in the water column to try to attract those schools of feeding fish that are up higher in the water column. But guys, it's just super simple, super efficient, super effective. If you haven't yet tried pulling crawler harnesses on Lake Erie, you gotta try it. I run the same exact type of harnesses that I run in the Detroit River. That's exactly what I'm running on Lake Erie. But guys, I'm telling you, you need to be running crawler harnesses on Lake Erie in the summertime. Feels good. Sorry. So you still got fish on it? Yes. Zip it up and careful. Yeah. Should be. Somebody's gonna bring in the sheep head, it might as well be the
The sheep heads and junk. Your inside one's got one. Bottom. it back there.
There we go.
All right. You handle it. Am I right? I'm
All right. You're good.
slowly.
Oh, it's not a line. Told you, it's not too good.
Gonna make sure I'm tightening them a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
See what they did? They distracted me over here with this junk fish.
I know what.
That's fine. I don't care.
That's a keeper, ain't it,
Doesn't hurt me,
Terry?
I'm fine.
Keeper?
Yeah.
That's 10.
Said that? A nice one.
It's better than the last one.
Huh? That one was bleeding bad. That's why we kept it.
Sorry.
Just hold still for a second.
I walked backed up right in the thing and almost sat down.
Ready? For real.
Yeah. Nice
On the
one.
motor. Huh?
Take him that way. Go that way. All right.
You ready?
Yep.
That's a keeper.
He's gonna make it.
All right.
Huh?
He's gonna make it.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Looks like a limit, boys.
There he
He's
is.
just. Huh?
Uh-oh. I don't know anything yet.
Ah, we're good.
Good. All right, reeling in?
Yep.
That's number 24. The team's complete. What is it, about 11:30?
I don't even know.
That's the worm right?
11:26.
Four-man limit before 11:30.
Tonight.
No. Yeah.
That's not bad.
6 days.
Well, hey guys, Lake Erie did not disappoint today. We picked up a four-man limit in just over 3 hours. We caught our fish about 50-50, about half of them on bottom bouncers and half of them on crawler harnesses behind 1 ounce inline weights. Hey guys, the bottom line is there's always some fish to be caught in Lake Erie in June. Right around post spawn, after the river starts to slow down, I always make an opportunity to get out to Lake Erie. I'm sure there's also some fish to be had in Lake St. Clair, but I find these Lake Erie fish to be pretty predictable. Fellas, it's pretty easy fishing. Some crawler harnesses, some inline weights, and some bottom bouncers. Hey guys, like I always say, there's only 2 kinds of men in this world. There are men that need Christ, and there are men that need more of Christ. Hey, whichever you are, we've got something for you at our other YouTube channel, TJO Men's Ministries. I'll leave a link here at the end of the video. Guys, I really encourage you to go over there and check out that channel. The entire purpose of that channel is to help guys take their next steps in faith with the Lord Jesus Christ. Friends, thanks for watching another episode. Make sure you click that subscribe button so you catch all of our videos. Make sure to hit that like button. God bless, tight lines. We'll see you guys on the river.